Guys, welcome back to a brand new lesson on the channel. Today we're going to learn how to air over coping. So follow along in this video and you'll be able to learn exactly how to air over coping. Because I know a lot of you guys get scared when it comes to airing over coping, especially in that beginner to intermediate stage. So today we're going to cover how to do that and some mistakes that you're making. This video will be very helpful, so follow the steps in this video and you'll be able to air over coping. After watching this, it's going to require some confidence. You're going to be able to need to do somewhat of a 180 to be able to achieve this. So if you want to learn how to air over coping, watch this video. Don't forget to subscribe, dude. Smash the thumbs up button, and thank you for watching all the videos. Let's get into it. Okay, first rule of business is to find a nice quarter to air on. This quarter here is perfect. It is a 5-foot quarter with coping that doesn't stick out too far, and it's inside of a half pipe. If you've got access to something like this, this would be absolutely perfect. Make sure the coping's not sticking out too much. Make sure the quarter's not too steep. Find something that you're comfortable with and that you've tried to air on before. So this one here is what we're going to be working on today, and that one there. Okay, so when you found your quarter, the next thing you're going to do, I'll make this really quick, all right, is get yourself some chalk, a textile, whatever you can to write on the ramps, okay, because we're going to be using a method called the A to B method. It's a traveling method across the quarter that's going to allow you to air, and it's going to allow you to air over coping very easy, okay? So what we're going to do is pretty much pick a starting point A and a starting point B, and you're going to travel across that section the best of your ability, starting off under coping, okay? So what you want to do is mark your A and B points and then mark the center point. So what you do, if this was point A here, somewhere around here, right, you would mark your point A, come over here, mark your point B, and then draw a curve between point A and point B, and also mark the top in the middle there, okay? That's very important. I'll show you why in a second. Okay, so we've marked our points on the ramp, okay? I'm using my helmet as a tripod, so forgive me for not having a helmet, but we've marked our points. I'm gonna give you a quick reference of what it looks like, okay? Then we're gonna travel up towards the coping, and I'm gonna show you how to do that, and we'll get back on the GoPro. So the step one is to probably mark the middle. So our marking points are here, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna travel between those points, ready? Okay, so the most important part about this exercise, guys, and what you really need to get down, our 3 dots there are to reference our starting position, our jumping position, and our landing position, okay? So it doesn't matter if you don't land in the landing position, it's just a point of reference, but it is important that you jump at your jumping position. Now, the jumping position is the dot in the middle. Now, you can move that dot either left or right to whatever feels better. I find it better almost in the center, which is what I call the stopping point. The stopping point in an air is where your scooter starts to slow down, you're at the center of gravity, and you can bunny hop to that next point. So you're coming up, following point A, you're riding across to the middle point, you're gonna jump from that point down to point B, okay? That's the most important part. So use your middle dot in that triangle to jump, and then slowly but surely you narrow the triangle to get straight. But how do we do this on the coping? Because this is about airing over coping. I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, so you've got it now, right? You're starting to go from A to B proficiently inside of the coping. You're working your way up, but now it's time to get over the coping. So what do we do? Okay, what are the exact steps we take? We take that dot system that we did, the triangle, and we turn it into a straight line, okay? Now, I know this seems a little bit complicated, but it's not. This is the perfect way to do it, and I'm gonna demonstrate it right now, okay? I know it's a lot of talking, and I know that there's not much writing, but we're gonna air as well. But I wanna show you, okay? I'm gonna show you what to do with the markings on the coping, then I'm gonna show you how to apply it. So, what we're gonna do is do 3 points of contact, the same thing, so the 3 dots, but this time, we're gonna mark them on the coping, okay? So, we're gonna have dot 1 over here. We're gonna have dot 2 in the middle. Sorry, dot 2 in the middle. So dot 1 on the left, dot 2 in the middle, dot 3 over here, okay? Now, here comes the fun and easy part, all right? This is where we're gonna start writing. So we've got our 3 dots set up along the line, okay? So that's our coping bar. Using the dots is just a point of reference. If you feel confident without the dots, go for it. But the dots are important. Now, what angle do we hit the first dot on? We must hit the first dot, point A, on an angle enough to travel to point B, exactly the same as we did before. But this time, instead of getting to the middle point and jumping, we're actually gonna jump over the middle point. That's the perfect part about this exercise. So come up point A on this slight angle, all right? We've got let's call it A.5 in the middle, okay? We're gonna be jumping from A on this angle over A.5 and landing in B. Hence, jumping over coping, okay? It's a perfect exercise because you can go as low as you want. The goal is to jump over A.5, all right? Once you can jump over A.5, it means you've aired over coping and you won't even realize it, okay? Now, all we've got to do this is ride off point A on that angle with the slightest bunny hop. You don't need to bunny hop too much, you just ride off it. Now we're gonna get into riding. I'm gonna show you what it looks like, all right? Let's go. Okay, I hope you're still here because right now we're gonna get into the actual practical steps on how to get to the coping. We've got all the points of reference now. We know exactly what we're doing, but how do we actually do it? All right, how do we do it without being scared? Because I know a lot of you guys are scared of hitting the coping. All right, this is my favorite technique to teach, okay? We're gonna use the foot plant, okay? First of all, we're gonna touch the coping. I'm gonna give a few examples, all right? I'm gonna show you step by step exactly what to do. If you're not here at this part of the video, you've just missed out on entirely everything. You'll be able to use the point A, point B system, but if you can't do this, you'll be forever scared to hit the coping. So I hope you're still here, all right? Let's go. Let's jump on the GoPro, let's have some fun. Okay, first thing we're doing is foot plant over A.5. Okay, so dropping in, we're gonna come up. We're gonna be using our inside foot to foot plant. We're gonna be using the side that you air on. So if you're airing to the right, you're gonna be using your right foot. If you're airing to the left, you're gonna be using your left foot. Okay, so coming up point A, we're gonna come up, put our foot down, touch the coping, and jump slightly, okay? So, you all should be able to do a foot plant. If you're trying to learn to air right now, you should be able to do a foot plant, all right? This is perfect. This is gonna get you over the fear of the coping. Now, when do we exactly place our foot down? We place our foot just as our front wheel touches the coping. So you wait for your front wheel to touch the coping, you feel it out. So you're gonna feel it out, feel, hit it, jump, okay? And you're trying to aim through those points of reference, okay? So we'll go through it one more time. On the angle, hitting A, jump, 2 feet on. Now, to regress from this a little bit, if you're a little bit nervous, you can go to 1 foot. So we'll go down, point A, jump, put your foot back down and ride off, okay? Every single one of those jumps are actually over coping, even though it's a foot plant. It's fine, okay? You can even use this method to air over the coping straight, like this, okay? So when you get more advanced, you can come up, foot plant, turn, and jump. Foot plant, turn, jump. Foot plant, turn, and jump, okay? This is a perfect way to air. Now, to get over the coping using our dot system, the progression to this is to bunny hop to 1 foot, okay? So, hitting point A on our slide angle, jumping over A.5, we're now gonna hit our front wheel on the coping slightly. You're gonna feel it now. You're used to hitting the coping, all right, guys? You're used to hitting it. Now, we're gonna jump over A.5 with a slide bunny hop, bang. You're pretty much riding over the coping with your front wheel. Just as your front wheel hits it, you're gonna bunny hop, and all you're doing is thinking about that point A, the point A.5 as your reference to jump over. It's no different to jumping over a line on the concrete. So if I wanted to jump from point A and the line was A.5, I would come up, jump, push my scooter forward with my bunny hop. It's exactly the same here. The only thing you've got to get right is that angle coming up on point A. So we want that slight angle. Come across, we ride, point A, point 5, bang, straight over, all right? That is as simple as it gets. How to get higher? Go faster. If you want it, if you get comfortable going at a certain height, jump higher. So I can go the same speed, jump over A.5 in the middle, but I can jump higher by bunny hopping harder. Ready? So bunny hop, bang, and I got higher, yeah? It's all about timing. You time it right, use those points of reference, and you will be able to air over coping without fail, okay? I would suggest you wear some knee pads. As I've taught this to at least 100 kids, it gets a little scary on the way down. So a lot of people will hit the coping, they'll freak out their first time, and they'll jump off, all right? So get some knee pads, be able to slide down nice and easy, work your way to 1 foot landing, then to 2 foot landing, and guys, you've just aired over coping. You can do this, all right? Find yourself a good quarter, get cracking, start learning, have a good time. And if you enjoyed this video, smash the thumbs up button. It's gonna be a long one. I know not many people are gonna be here. I know they're boring, but they're to teach you. So hope you had a good time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.